Good morning, dear students. This is class 9 computer class. I hope you all are fine and safe. Today I will explain you those two programs which I was given last day in the homework. These two questions are already given in your book also. These two questions are from part 4, values and data types. So first question which I was given in the homework, that was a rectangular piece of land measures 0.7 kilometer by 0.5 kilometer. Each site is to be fenced with 4 rows of wires. Write a program to determine the length of the wire needed. It means it is clear that the land is of rectangular shape, and obviously it has some length and breadth. So length is 0.7 kilometer and width is 0.5 kilometer. Okay. Now we have to find out the length of the wire which is required for the fencing of 4 rows of wire. Means we have to fence that land, rectangular land, with the wires, but not only one time, we have to fence with 4 rows of wire. Means 4 times we have to fence that land. Okay. So first of all, we will declare a class. My class name is land. Then we will declare the main function. You can declare any other function name also in place of main. Now we will declare the variable. Which variables I want? I want first variable to declare the length, that is length of the land, that is already given 0.7 kilometer it is given, and breadth, second variable I will declare breadth, and I will initialize it by 0.5, it is given in question, and both are of double type because these both are with decimal value, so we will declare it as double. So obviously when we will calculate, answers will also come in decimal form. So these two more variables I will declare. First one is peri and second is for length of wire. So perimeter means this will give you, you know that when we will find out the length of the wire which required for the fencing of the rectangular land, it means we will move around the rectangular land. It means we want that the length of the wire required for the fencing, it will be equal to the perimeter of that uh, land. So we will declare it as peri. Peri means perimeter, and now we have to calculate. So first we will initialize by 0.0. Next variable I will take total length of wire which we require for fencing of 4 rows of wires. So this will be the total length of wire which we require for the fencing, but with 4 rows of wires, 4 times. Okay. So this is the one more variable which I will declare, that I will also initialize by 0.0 in the beginning because we have to calculate it. First of all, we will calculate the peri, means first we will find out the length of the wire to which is required to fence with one row of wire. So that will be, you all know that the formula of perimeter of rectangle, it is equals to perimeter equals to 2 into length plus breadth. 2 into length plus breadth. 2 into length plus breadth, it means 2, and length is equals to 0.7 plus 0.5. So first of all it will solve the bracket length plus breadth. Okay, and then it will multiply it by 2. So this will give the perimeter of the rectangle. Now such type of perimeter means such type of length we require for 4 rows of wire. So we will multiply by 4 into peri. It will be equal to total length of wire. Okay. So in this way we can calculate the length of wire which is required to fence the rectangular land with 4 rows of wire. Now we have to find out the Now we have to print this output also. So we will use system.out.println method, and then we will give this message, the length of the wire needed, and then we will print this final answer, which is stored in the variable length of wire. Then we will print it. Okay, in this way we can find out the answer of this question. Okay, we can write it as the form of program. Now next question which I was given in the homework. A student's school is at a distance of 5 km 350 meter from her house. Means this is the total distance from her house to the school, 5 km 350 meter. And now she started traveling from her home to school. So she travels 1 km 70 meter on foot and the rest by bus. Now we have to find out that how much distance she covered by bus. So first of all we will declare the class. You know that in any program, first of all we have to declare the class. Class name is school. Then we will declare the function. This is main, public static void main, and then we will start to declare the variable. So first variable I declare as total distance. First of all we will store the value, uh, means what is the total distance of that is to, what is the total distance from her house to school. So this first variable which I declare, the second variable I declare, so how much distance she travels on foot. Okay, distance on foot. And third variable which I have to calculate, how much distance she traveled by bus. But here it is given in kilometer and meter both, so we have to convert this kilometer into meter also, and you all know that in mathematics you all have done it. So 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 kilometers. So this 5 kilometer we will convert by after multiplying by 1000. So same I have done here. This is the total distance. Total distance is equals to 5 into 1000 kilometer into meter I will convert, and then plus 350. 350 meter is already given here. So total it is 5 into 1000 plus 350. In this way we can find out the total distance in the form of meter. Now we will calculate total distance she covered on foot. So it is given 1 kilometer 70 meter. I will multiply this 1 kilometer by 1000 to convert into meter. 1 into 1000 plus 70 meter. 70 meter already it is given. Okay, so this is the total distance she covered on foot. Now rest of the distance she covered by bus, so we will find out how much distance she covered by bus. This is very simple, total distance minus distance she covered on foot. So same formula I used here, distance covered by bus equal to total distance minus distance covered on foot. Simple. And after the calculation I will print it with a message, distance travelled by bus equal to distance by bus. Okay, and for printing we will use here system.out.println method. Okay, so in this way your syllabus is over, and be ready for mock test. Some sample paper I will give you and you try to solve it. Okay, and now I will discuss some more thing also with you. I prepared a question, what kind of program elements are the following. If such type of elements are given, you have to find out that which kind of elements are these. Like 13. 13 is a integer value. You all know that 30 is a value but integer type. A is also the value, but it is given in single quotes, so it become now value of character type. Okay, char data type. Now next one is 4.38925. You all know that this is decimal, real numbers, and this is also the value, but it is value of double type. Next one is A. A is here also, and A is given here also, but it is in single quotes and it is in double quotes, so it is also the value, but it is the value of string. This is the string type value. Next one is main. Main is, you all know that this is the symbol of function, so this is the function, main function. Okay. So in this way you will practice all the objective type question, fill-ups, true false, MCQ, single choice question, multiple choice question. These all you will practice in your home. Okay. Remember that in single choice question you have to choose only the one answer, but in multiple choice question you have to choose all the correct answer. It can be more than one answer. Okay, if it is two correct answer in MCQ means two correct answer. For each correct answer you will score the marks separately. If both answers, both options you will choose correctly, then you will get the full marks. Okay, so be ready according to that, and in next class we will meet. Till that time, have a great day.